Hey, that is the point. We must, let us be positive. Tuseme like kijana mgani ambaye amejulikana hii Kenya na mwenye amekuwa tested that if he can get the resources he can work. It's Peter Salasya. Salasya, I want to be rich. I don't love politics. I won't vote you for sure. No need to vote anymore. Aki, you guys have betrayed us forever. Victoria Lillian, I'm sorry to say so, but not all of them have betrayed our people. Personally, I've not betrayed anyone. Personally, I've remained to be faithful to my people. Ubaya nikiambia watu alafu wananitusi. Sasa wewe Geoffrey Ruto, wewe mwenye ukunywi na mimi, hata sura yako inatoshana na yangu kweli? Si mimi nakushinda kwa urembo. Nakushinda kwa urembo na ukunywi. Sasa it's not about, wachana hiyo, that is not a topic we can discuss about. Gabs Mganiki, tengeneza kwanza, nitengenezee ka nini? Gabi umesema Salasya for president. Nitengenezee kanini kenye tutaweka kwa tengeneza kale kanini kako kanaitwanga katuni nikiwa president. Tengeneza Gabi, wewe ni mtu mzuri. Kipsotet Willy kuja pole pole. Bado nataka nikuja haraka haraka. We. You are smoking the other. Kwani kusmoke ni shida? Kwani kusmoke ni shida? Wewe mwenye usmoke na mimi mwenye unanishinda kwa mikakati kweli? Unishindi kwa mikakati? If you can promise to be serious, we will support you. Yeah, sure. Augustine, by the way, umeongea. Me, I'm very serious that if youth can rally behind me, I can deliver this country. Yani muamue tunasema tu for the first time. Let us mnimente. Mniambie Salasya tumekuwa na with the few resources, uko na education, uko na everything. You know how to speak, you have the agenda. If you can be mentored na tukusukume pamoja tukupatie the professional, you can do better. And I'll go for it, by the way. Lakini siwezi simama kama bila mjaniambia. Mimi mkiniambia tu ndio hii. Alafu tuanzane kuwapanga. Kwa sababu unajua venye sasa Ruto na Raila wameungana, lazima wapate a very serious person, a radicalist. Mwenye akishika microphone anaongea kuongea. Na mwenye ako anaweza move, and we can move and move with speed. Huyu amesema Imelda Kinyi amesema tupe sera. Sera ya kwanza ni mambo ya employment. Mimi kwa siasa zangu, kwanza first executive order ni kusema ya kwamba once I'm elected, there shall be no more people wenye wanaenda ati slavery huko nje ya Kenya. Tutatengeneza makampuni zetu hapa Kenya. In fact, I will give an executive order ya kusema kwamba private companies will be the main employer compared to the government, whereby now we reduce all the taxes and then government in a reduced chini ku employ people from, there's few people to run the errands, but now to empower the private sectors so that the private sectors can be able to even hire. Mtu anaweza andikwa na pesa mingi in private sector compared to mambo ya kwa government. So private sector will be the main employer as compared of now that everybody wants to be in the government. And we can do that by making sure that taxes zimeenda zote chini, and we reduce the government expenditure, no corruption at all. Yeah, and just teach people how to be good people and all that. So there is a lot we can do as young people. And just naweka ribbit, magari inasembuliwa hapa. Kama an investor, you want to enjoy from our market, Nambia, you have to manufacture the cars from here, this country. Countries like Morocco, they don't import cars, and we can as well do it. Sasa toto la Kisii eti umemshinda kwa urembo Gaki mheshimiwa. Sasa anasema mimi nakuja bagi na yeye mwenyewe amechapa. Sasa na amechapa. Sasa inamsaidia aje. You know, let us talk about, hata unaona meno yangu iko white na yake ni yellow. So we should not be petty. Let us go on the real issues. On the real issues, that is what we really want to address. Your hair is super. Thank you so much. Alfred Opati amesema my hair is super. Ya naitengeneza mimi sio kama yule ya senator wa Medu. Yangu hii inatritiwa, ina maintainiwa, inawekwa aloe vera. Mungu ako nawe. Thank you so much Flo Ayuma for the words. Time ya kura Kenyans huwa wana hiyo comment ilikuwa poa. Salasya for heaven. Thanks so much. Sanya mheshimiwa tengeneza. Okay. Pauline Wawire, please my mom anze matibabu. Okay. You need urgent sasa wewe Rotiji. Mimi na wewe nana nataka rehab. Usione vitu tunafanyanga kwa mtandao. Sometimes unaona tuko kwa mtandao hadi unafikiria bana, wachana mambo. Kuna time ya kazi, kuna time ya mbwembwe na kuna time ya seriousness. Wewe acha tusome comments. Nitakuwa chief Kirimi, thanks so much. Utakuwa chief Chelsea Queen, thanks so much. Pauline, mama ni mgonjwa. Douglas kijana wangu ya town, tengeneza story za Raila na watu wazee atutake. Yeah, very true. Waziri Kakamega na kutambua sana kiongozi. Sunji, wewe wacha siasa kwanza. Tao 10 hapa. Wewe unataka pesa, tunaongea mambo ya kwenda mbele. Salasya, I like your work Muhesh. PK for president. Frank Otenyi, shikilia hapo. That is the spirit. Sasa wewe utakombea mimi anyway. Sudi rafiki yangu. Sasa utakombea aje Peter Salasya na Sudi? Ndio ananishida kwa pesa, lakini kuna mambo mengi ambayo utapata ni tofauti kati yangu na yeye. That's a very visionary manifesto. Thanks so much. We can create job opportunities. In fact, ukenda in economics, what matters is the market. And we have a population with a population of 60 people. It's a very big market that we can bring investors in this country and address key issues that needs to be addressed. Tuanze kufanya mambo ya farming every county. Na hii vitu ya county hizi nitatoa. Mambo ya county hiyo nitatoa mambo ya county. Pesa unaweka pale, pesa inaenda inaibiwa. Hakuna responsibility, hakuna accountability. Tuna devolve resources to the constituency level. Yani constituency pesa inaingia. Ijenge mashule za kisasa, ijenge nini? Si hatu unaandika county assembly, CMCA, governor. Hizo vitu hizo lazima pia tuangalie, tukue na constitution amendment. Na tukue na yani grassroots leadership. So how is this guy an MP? Na angalia mjinga mwingine, how is this guy an MP? Is that really a question you can ask me? Wewe hata mbunge wako hata hizi nifikia kwa maendeleo. Hata hivi tu hivi. He cannot. That one for sure he cannot. He cannot at all. Mbunge wako hata simjui ni nani. I cannot, because leadership is about management. Leadership is about planning. Leadership is about commitment. Leadership is about a calling. Leadership is about the people. So it's something so big when it comes to leadership. And if you want to to be a good leader, first of all, identify that gap. Ile gap in you know, like, and then work. Like for my case, what makes me hard work is I want to see moving forward together. Like I've told my constituents that I want us to move together forward. I don't want to leave anyone behind. And that is the leadership. So leadership, like for example, amass all the wealth of the world. Then after all, utakufa utayacha. But if you can have, you can impact a life, change the life of somebody, then the glory goes back to God. And He will add you more years. You will not suffer on this earth. So, and that is the kind of that is what really drives me. Okay, in my constituency, I take care of the youth. I take care of the elderly. I take care of education. In fact, education is one of my biggest pillar in my leadership, infrastructure and economic-wise planning, business, and opening up even to the young people. And that is why, like next week, the next week I'll be meeting with all Form 4 candidates wote ambao wako in all secondary schools, a career talk. When niambie mbunge mgani ambaye ametengeneza career talk in this country? Nobody. Na wewe uko hapa tu wewe unakunywa bangi. Sasa wewe mwenye mbunge wako mwenye akunywa bangi inamsaidia na kusaidia na nini? So, I'm meeting with all and have a career talk. Recently I met with all Form 4 candidates ambao walimaliza to know how many wanaenda university, wangapi wanaenda KMTC, wangapi wanaenda TVET, wangapi wanaenda polytechnic. Mbunge wako amefanya hiyo. Na wewe unasema, "Oh, anakunywa, anafanya sherehe." Na wako mwenye afanye sherehe, anafanya nini? Anafanya nini? Then angalia juzi. Mbunge mgani wako mwenye ameorganize wa mama wanafanya biashara, wanatengeneza sabuni, they are making their money, wanatengeneza mambo ya yogurt, they are making their money, wanatengeneza hizo keki, short cakes, nini, bread in my constituency, they are doing it. Beads, kutengeneza mikeka, they are doing it. Wanatengeneza sabuni, they are doing it. Na wewe uko hapa, Swambieko mbunge wako huyo aenda afanye hii. Mimi sasa hii nachukua watoto ambao wamaliza class 8 na wapeleka kwa shule wapate skills. Wengine wasome wakue kushuka nywele, wengine wakue beauty, wengine kushona, wengine welders, wengine wanafanya electrical, wengine wanafanya masonry, carpentry. Nafanyia na natafuta investors, natafuta KCB, wananipatia pesa, natoa ingine through CDF, wanasoma through the NITA program. Wewe wako amefanya, unatusi mimi, mwenda simu, mvuta bangi. So wewe wako anafanya nini? Aya, mimi ndio huyo bana. So leadership is about the people. It's not about being selfish. And that is the kind of a leader that Kenyans deserve to have. Unaona? That is it. Na hiyo ndio utaona Kenya tukianza kufikiria outside the box. Hawa watu hawa msitu ni ule ule. Huyu mwingine atakuja amwambie ametoka hapo ameingia kishakuwa anakuwa kama wao. But we need to have new leadership, vibrant leadership to streamline. Sasa wewe Koeji unasema nini? Wewe drama na unafika kazi na mbunge wako afanye drama na afanye chochote. Bana, wacha mchezo. What can you advise Gen Z's tuning from Nandi? Yes, that's a very good question. That what can we, like Gen Z's, if you elect a young person, anajua he has a long way to go. Anajua akianguka kura, okay, majority of them, akianguka kura, he has nowhere to go. So he has to work. Few will mess up with the worldly things, but majority will stick with the people. So I want the young leadership. Nandi should have young people. Now young people should also convince that if they are going to be elected, they are going to serve the people. They are going to bring a new spirit in the leadership of Nandi. Unaona, let me charge her. They are going to bring a new leadership, a new force. Unaona. So leadership is not about wachana. Mimi niko na time yangu. I just make, that's my nature. I need to, but 2027 I want to encourage majority of the youth to stand up. I know there is a problem with the political parties. Go and stand for even independent, because those big people, big boys will ask you how much money do you have for your campaigns. How much money do you have? Then that is where we are being knocked out. At in region ya UDA, in region ya ODM. Now youth, kama msiposimama, you will never see. I fought so hard to overcome that euphoria of UDM in Western. It was not easy. And so, youth you must stand firm. But mimi youth, if you can mnaweza nishika mkono, mnaambia Salasya, tumeangalia watu hawa hatupeleki penye tunafaa kupeleka, simama na sisi vijana. Who am I to refuse to stand with the young people? And I will stand with you. We'll sacrifice everything for you. And we say no, we have to take, because this country, the population is growing. And if we cannot have strategies to counter the growing population, it means that the poverty level will keep on increasing. We need to increase the farming. We need to do industrialization. And all this will come up when we are having good leadership. Now, let me ask you a question. They are bringing the SHA thing, the whatever thing. What is it that the current leadership regime has brought in terms of the GDP? Like, for example, maybe industrialization, agriculture. Uta realize iko sawa?
Bado mheshimiwa utakaa huku. Nataka kupampam hiyo break.
Oh, unataka kupamp? Oh, acha nikae huku nyuma. Nikipiga story hapa na majenzi hapa wananifuatilia. Mimi niko garage hapa tu natengeneza gari. Wacha nipige na nyinyi story hapa nikisoma kitabu. I was reading a book. Nasoma siku hizi naanza kusoma vitabu. I'm reading books nowadays. Nowadays I'm reading books to know much more on what is happening, to learn more skills and everything. Yeah. In any political event, let me read. Let UHC healthcare workers plight me the agenda, especially where Ruto allies are. Okay, that's good. Focus Muesh. Isimba, strong leader. Thanks so much, Naima Jenny. Rosie Flora, thanks so much. Mark Odor, you behave like a child, grow up man. Sasa wewe na unataka ni behave aje? Asiwende ufuate basi wabunge wako, huyo mbunge wako. Siwachane na mimi sasa, wambona kama na BF mtoto. Siwachane na mimi, siwache usitoke hapo maana wache kufuatana na mimi, nitakupatia high blood pressure bure. Wewe bana enda zako bana. Brezi Husna, watu wako mnganga nilikuwa nimesoma hiyo. Isimba hii Isimba imepotelea hapa. Jeremiah Omache, thanks so much members. Pike Oriena mbeko yeshindu bana. Kipapi ingaiza Bravin. Kanya kwa kute na kwa dia kishindu. Isimba mmeazi peremende wa mama. Thank you, I've seen that. Good job for what you're doing. Please, can I talk to you? Yes, Miss Koma, you can talk to me. Pike Oriena mbeko yeshindu. Tutakula kitu. Wewe mtu wangu bwana, to support. I will support you babu the penye uko ni giza. Yeah, niko garage. Chapa kazi. Good job for what you're doing. Okay, thank you. I've been reading that. Nice work, Kongozi. God bless you. God grant you peace, good health, as you stand in for we Kenyans at large. Life is hard as we Gen Z to Komboe Kiongozi. It was an amazing lead Lamek Wafula. Thank you so much. We will not betray the young people. Love you, Muhesh. My Muhesh, thanks so much. Siku zote. Ryan. Wanga trustee Oriena mwana. Mwami ndumlam sana khaliwazi. Works. Muhesh, shida yako ni kuambia watu ukweli. Si uninbox tupangane maneno. Thanks so much, Okeri Jamo. Muhesh, I'm from Kakamega in a car leadership dealership about Mombasa. Can't wait to serve you or referral from you. Oh wow, that's amazing. I also need to buy a car. Nimenunua gari second hand, inanisumbuanga sana. Muhesh, shida yako. Okay, that one I had written it. You are my man, but pahali pa Sifuna wachana naye. Sifuna ni mkora, anadanganya watu wako na Wakenya. You know mimi, there's one thing I don't like in my life, being dishonesty. It is either you are with them or we are with the Kenyans. There's no any way why is he confusing Kenyans? He keeps up the momentum, he gains the trust of the Kenyans, then the next minute gari imeisha pumzi. And that is, hiyo ndio sasa siasa ya Raila anafanyanga hivi. Yaani unashika momentum kabisa, watu wanakuamini, alafu unakuja tena mimi natakanga siasa ya kwenda na kwenda. Si unaangalia hata ule mama kwa Biblia alikuwa akamwambia usiangalie nyuma. Alikuwa anaitwa nani? There is the Bible. I don't know what's the name. So whoever looked forward akamelt kwa salt. Yeah. So if you want to be a successful person, hey, Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, I can see you. I'm happy to see you. You know me, rafiki yangu sana Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi. Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, I salute you. Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, wherever you are, I'm serious, I salute you, my senior. Na mimi napenda Seka Miradi, rafiki yangu. Mimi kukutana naye napiga na story. It makes my day when I'm with him in the bunge. He's so hilarious. Oh, I walimtoa committee yake, but he was a very good man. Bwana wewe ni tunaona hatuwezi muamini tena. Yeah, let the Kenyans know that your position. If it is yes, let it be yes. If it is a no, let it be known that you are a no person. Sio ati leo uko huku, kesho uko kule. So that is what I don't like, by the way. Me spend evil. Spendy and follow your heart. Never confront many people who are successful. Those who decide to follow the body, they follow. Those who decide to follow the heart. So if the heart is telling you this is what you follow, that. Today you are there, tomorrow you are there. You can never be trusted. And that is why I'm having problems with Sifuna. He's a good man with a lot of authority. But he plays, I look at him sometimes and I wonder, like, this is not the leadership that we are looking forward to. Mheshimiwa, naomba unisaidie kazi. Thanks. How can I have a chat with you? Oh wow, I really need to have meetings going forward. I just tell people, like, old friends maybe who wants to meet with me in Nairobi, we set a date. Those who wants to meet me in Kericho, that on a specific date, I come there. Those who wants to see me in Naivasha, I come there. Those who wants to see me in Mombasa, I come there. So we'll start to have those meetings, God willing, so that we can have a talk. As young people, we must have a conversation going forward. Like, we must have a position. And that is, and I really feel for the young people of this nation. Because if we don't work on young people creating opportunities, moving together forward with the young people, we leave them behind, it will backfire on us. And that's why I do some crazy things to get to know what does the young people think about. But some of them might not get to understand, but I'm happy with time they are getting to understand. Wewe unasema tachana na nani? Wewe, yani kwani wewe unafikiria ni mtu wewe? Can you focus? Nyinyi ndio watu hamna akili wewe. Yeah? You must be able, Gabi, use your mind. We want to move together. Let us put that win mtu wetu. Kama ni mtu wako anakulisha na nini? Mimi tuseme for example, mimi ni mbunge. Nini Mudavadi amenisaidia naye yenye naweza sema like ni mtu wetu. Nini Wetangula amenisaidia ni mtu wetu. Nini ambayo Oparanya ni CS amenisaidia ni mtu wetu. In fact, there's totally nothing. So it's about policies and seeing how we can move forward the country together. But if it were ati wewe ni mtu wenu, ati how ati sasa you have to protect him, and you have to, that is the stupidity of the highest order. And if we remain in that kind of mentality, we will continue to suffer. Even you yourself, self-actualization, you will never realize it. Self-actualization, you never realize it. Because it means that you are not being independent in your own mind, in your own thinking, in your own capacity, that you cannot determine on your own. But it's somebody, you must allow somebody to think on your behalf. It can never happen like that. Even me, I refuse to be colonized. psychologically, morally, and everything. That is why we are where we are today. Because I believed in myself, believe in God, and then you work hard towards the goal. There is things that we must work on: financial freedom and the psychological freedom. So we must come out of yes, I think the Lot and the wife. So if you are up, then you cannot grow. You cannot grow, and even God had such kind of people like that one. So we must forget about our comfort zone where we come from. Like, this is our man. This is, we must make the sound mind decision, and we will get very far as young people. I'm a young person, but planning yourself, knowing when to say yes and when to we say no. That is what I want the young people to be. Even our big man, Mimi, my political idol, I really loved him so much, with passion, with like everything. He's my father. But you see, now you realize he's up, Meda is there. You cannot be driven like that. If it is now going, you go. Unaona? So unaona kama mwingine anasema, Odira anasema wewe ni matako. You can imagine. And those are the people. And you expect like people like we have people like this one. Ati tunangoja, na nimeona ni mtu akotuta mtoto ni mtu mzima. Ako na ndevu, ako na ndevu, ako na nini, amepatia mtu mimba, but he cannot think on himself and be a man on his own. Hata mimi ukiniambia ananilisha ama anilishi. So we will do the civic education to the people, to the Kenyans, so that they get to know what is really needed to be done as a country. No. And I'm happy that people are getting to understand. It's a process. It's a civic education. Lakini mambo ati mtu wetu na sisi tuko pale tunaumia. Wakipata, they only embrace their close friends. But the majority of you are subjected to kusikiza vingora zikipiga and all that. We are celebrating, for example, maybe you have brought Aleko Soga. Budget is there. Unauliza umfanya nini? Umecelebrate wewe amekuwa treasurer Homa Bay. Umeleta nini? Yenye watu wa Homa Bay can see, can feel it. And that is the position. That is how we should be thinking about. Look at the policies that we are passing as a country. Let us look at in terms of the agriculture. To improve mambo industrialization. What are we doing and all that? Now you know the conversation that the young people we should have. No. Mimi, I look at myself, and everything that really makes me to work hard is I become merciful to my people. I look at my constituency, poverty level, and I ask myself a question. In my small capacity, what can I be able to do to improve the life of somebody? To make that somebody feel the hope. But the leadership we have today, our big boys that they call themselves the kingpins, they don't think of any other person other than themselves being billionaires. Once he becomes a millionaire, he wants to become a billionaire. Once he becomes a billionaire, he wants to become a trillionaire. They want to have aviation, to control the aviation, to control the sectors maybe. And that is, the hierarchy keeps on going up. But we forget to know that we will never be there forever. But if we can move together with the rest of the world, with the rest of the Kenyans, then we can make a very better country. And leadership is about the heart. The moment we get the leaders who have got the heart, who are not vengeful, but who have the heart for the people, doing things with the interest of the common mwananchi, we'll be very far. But today, because you have said mtu wenu wa hapa unaanza kunitukana matako wewe, we will never. And the Gen Zs are anointed people who are going to change this country. The future of this nation is in the hands of the young people. It's in the hands of these people. I believe one day, I believe one day Kenya will have a true leadership. The leaders that every time they make a decision, the decision will be about the people. I feel I walk around, see like we are giving birth to children. We are taking those children to schools. Every day they are graduating from the universities. And look at TVETs. Majority of our young people are in TVETs. How many jobs opportunities are we creating? Ingia ufanye. So ingie. Ama wezi. Oh, sir. How many jobs opportunities are we creating to absorb the generations that we are putting on them? But now we are discussing about positions. We are celebrating that, wametupatia CS position, wametupatia sijui sisi ndio tulifukuza mtu fulani kwa serikali, sio sisi wale tulifukuza mtu fulani kwa serikali, tulifanya nini? Those with the kind of that mentality, we can never grow. Where are we? We can never grow. And that is what I really feel like as a country, we must start thinking about these people. We must start thinking about these people. We must start thinking about these people. Hata ukiniambia na vila akal, utandu, I will tell you the truth as it is, because there's nothing you can do for me. There's nothing you can do for me. Huh? Yeah. So time is coming. Kwani wewe unasema yeye ako miaka ngapi sahi? How old is he? He's how old? 80 what years? Huh? How old is he? How old is he? Yeah. How old is he? He's about 80 something. In the next 10 years, how old will he be able to move all around? So, sometimes I look at positions. I look at how God has created us. So guys, that's why I'm saying okay, you're saying that you have never proposed any bill in parliament. I've proposed several bills, and you must get to understand, ask yourself, how many bills have passed? How many bills have passed in this country? How many bills have passed so far since we came into power? The bills that have passed are only touching on people with interest. But there are so many bills that we have passed, but they cannot go through because you don't have numbers. People who are there, they are only serving the state house. So they only get what they get from the above there. There's what you call the money bill. That to get through is another hell. So issues to do with about if we can have many members and then we can resonate together about the people, then we can be there. Listen to this one. At you show us how to smoke. Who doesn't smoke? Who doesn't smoke? If I smoke, how does it affect your life? And I'm telling you the truth how things are. No. So, and I think we have to speak the truth. Yes, we have to speak the truth as it is, that we must stand out. Na ukibaki pale ati wewe ndio unaongelea mtu wenu, you are going nowhere. Because you have captured yourself mentality, and you in fact you will remain to be the poor as you are. In fact, the most as you remain with that, the most you can have maybe is to get that data and utusi watu kama sisi matako, utusi mimi venye unataka for telling you the truth. That is the only thing you will achieve in this world, by the way, because already you have confined your minds and everything about that. There must be somebody to speak on you and give you the direction. Nala wewe mwenye unatusi mimi matako sijui nini, you will remain. The only thing is to see me addressing you, and even I will not even get to know you. But the moment you say you want, you also have the ambition, like, and you know, young people, you must fight so hard. You will never get young leadership in maybe in the lower nation, wherever, if you're still having that mentality of one person deciding. How will he identify you and already ask the friends to see who is going to be the MP for this area, to be the MC of this area and all that? When will you be there? Or you just want to remain to be mutia mtandao and all that at the end of the day? So, and it's not all about being in the political. It's not the only in the political life that you can prosper. You can prosper in any given life and whatever. You can prosper life in many situations of life and all that. So we will utatusi mimi ati mtu yako na yeye maybe ako pale, kwani atakuwa pale forever? He will not be there forever. It's a matter of time. Kibaki were there, they went. Matiba, they were there, they went. Jaramogi Odinga, they were there, went. Paul Mwite was there, they went. They are now there retiring. Uhuru was there, they have gone. So let us think for the future of our generations. Today I feel so much inspired to speak to the young people of this nation. And we will move together all along until we get to where we want to get to.